Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and today we're gonna be doing a little 4K video test with the Google Pixel 8 Pro, starting right now. And boom, just like that, we are now recording with the Google Pixel 8 Pro rear-facing camera at 4K 30 frames per second. What you saw earlier was my S23 Ultra, but today's video is all about the Google Pixel 8 Pro. I thought, why not start off with an inside test? I never really test up the cameras indoors like this with some, decent lighting in front of me. The way this test works is I'll be testing out both 4K 30 frames per second and 4K 60 frames per second in the daytime and the nighttime with both the front-facing camera and the rear-facing cameras as well. Right now, currently using the rear-facing camera at 4K 30 frames per second. Like I said, inside with some decent lighting. Got a ring light right in front of me. Of course, I got the TV behind me with some other lights as well. What do y'all think to start off this test? Currently using a wireless microphone, but once we head outside, I'll be using the internal microphones on the Google Pixel 8 Pro. But so far, what do you think? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Let's go and make our way outside. All right, so starting off with the front-facing camera at 4K 30 frames per second, just doing a nice steady walk here to check out stabilization. Let me know what y'all think about the microphone performance as well. How well are the mics picking up my voice? Currently have a generator from a food truck going on back there, which I can hear, but I'm not sure if you guys can hear. I guess I can find out once I listen back to the video after this. But let me know what y'all think about the microphone performance as well. And what do y'all think about my haircut? Just got a haircut before coming over here to the park to shoot this video. How well is it coming through on the front-facing camera? Let's go ahead and go into a nice steady jog here to really check out stabilization. Beautiful day today. There we are. Let's get the sun right in my face. Whew! That sun it's pretty bright. I'm gonna go back in the shade. Now we do have the option to zoom in if we want to do that. Not really sure why someone would want to do that with the front-facing camera, but hey, that option is there. Go ahead and go back out. But yeah, this is 4K 30 frames per second on the front-facing camera. I want to just do a nice pan around here. There it is. Let me know what y'all think. Let's go and switch it up to 4K 60 frames per second. And boom, just like that, we are now switched up to 4K 60 frames per second. Of course, we're gonna get that smoother video. What do y'all think? Whew, man, that sun is still bright. I should have stayed in the shade. There we go. Got a little bit of shade here. But same thing. What do y'all think about stabilization? Let's go in and jog a little bit here. And everything is handheld. No gimbal is being used. Not even a small handheld tripod. There we are. There we are. I'm going to pan around here. The colors are actually looking really good here on the viewfinder. Can't wait to go back and watch the footage to see how it actually looks. But yeah, this is 4K 60 frames per second, and we still have that option to zoom in if we really want to do so, even at 4K 60. Going back out to the main. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Let's go and check out that cinematic mode. Okay, so this is that cinematic mode that blurs that background for you, giving you more of a cinematic look, of course. Now this is only available with 1080p, not in 4K. And then of course, you can always turn the phone around, and I almost tripped right there, but you can also record yourself. Of course, you're not going to be able to see yourself because this is not available with that front-facing camera, only the rear-facing camera. But here it is. This is that blur. Well, in the camera setting, in the video settings, or video options, I should say, it's called blur. They don't call it cinematic mode, but they call it blur. But it's really like a cinematic mode, blurring out the background for you. So let me know what y'all think. How well is it, I guess, cutting me out, compared to the background? Does it blur it enough? Is it really, I can't see myself. Only you guys can see me. I'll see myself after this. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like I said, only available at 1080p. So now completely taking it over to the rear-facing camera at 4K 30 frames per second. Just doing a nice pan around here. Of course, we do get that ultra wide angle lens if you do want to capture more in your shot. My goodness, this looks amazing here on the viewfinder. And then it gives us the option for the main lens, 2x zoom, and then we have that 5x telephoto zoom as well, using that 5x lens. Looking at the fire truck over there, we got people over there. Looks like it's gonna be a show happening pretty soon over there. Let's take it back to the main lens. We'll go ahead and walk around a little bit, check out stabilization. Oh, and speaking of zoom, so of course, yeah, we get that, 5x telephoto lens. You can see it goes into that lens right there, but we can also zoom in 20 times while filming at 4K 30 frames per second. So I had to go ahead and mention that. Now let's go ahead and go into our walk here, checking out stabilization. Beautiful day, beautiful day. Let's go ahead and go into a jog here. Again, all handheld. There we are, there we are. Let's check out the statue fishing over again. The statue fishing over here with that 5x lens again. I think quality is looking pretty good. But again, y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Let's switch it up to 4K 60 frames per second. All right, so moving over to 4K 60 frames per second with the rear facing cameras. Now, one thing that I have noticed while doing this camera test is the phone has not overheated on me, which it did with my Pixel 7 Pro test. If you remember me mentioning that in that video, after recording in 4K for so long, the phone did overheat. Now with the Pixel 8 Pro, I haven't experienced any overheating issues. So hopefully it stays that way. Got the ultra wide angle lens at 4K 60. Back to the main lens, 2x zoom, 5x zoom. Oh, I thought those were ducks over there. There's the ducks. 5x zoom. I'll go ahead and pan around with 5x. Not looking too bad at all. And then of course at 4K 60 we can still zoom in 20 times. The shot is looking pretty cool right there. Let's go back to the main lens. Going to go walking here. Check out stabilization at 4K 60. Now I'm not on a flat ground as you can see here, so it'll give us a good idea of stabilization. Let's go ahead and jog a little bit. There we are. What do you think? What do you think? I'm going to pan around here one more time. Again, 4K, 60 frames per second. Let's go and check out some night footage. All right, so I've made my way into the night. As you can see here, the sky is nice and dark. Of course, I do have the lighting around me, you know, from the buildings here on the side and, you know, the palm trees right there on the other side. But for the most part, yes, it is nighttime. What do y'all think? Just doing a nice steady walk here to check out stabilization, see what that is like at night. Of course, with my experience from other previous video tests, you know, when recording video at night, video can always seem a bit jittery, a bit shaky, because, you know, it's not the same when you have that really good lighting. But this is just to give you an idea of that nighttime video. Over here, we're gonna get into a bit of a darker area. You can already see the video kind of darkening up a little bit. Got this fountain right behind us. I'm doing some construction work back there, so I'm not sure if you can hear that or not. But what do y'all think? Front facing camera, nighttime, 4K 30 frames per second. Let's go and check out 60 frames per second. All right, so switching it up to 60 frames per second at 4K. Got a Lamborghini driving right by, right over there. Go ahead and just pan around here. Still in this darker area. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? We're going to do a nice steady walk. Check out stabilization. Beautiful night tonight. The weather's actually really nice. Definitely not as hot as it was earlier when the sun was super bright in my face. But super nice weather tonight. But yeah, what do you think? 4K, 60 frames per second. Let me go out here where the lighting is a little bit, just a little bit brighter. Out in the middle of the street. There we go. Again, a little bit more lighting from this lamp right here. But again, 4K 60 with that front facing camera. Let me know your thoughts. So now taking it back to the rear facing cameras at 4K 30 frames per second. Let's go and do some walking here. Stabilization already seems pretty good, even at night like this. Got the Gucci store over there. Tiffany and Company. Check out the street. Now, of course, we do still have that ultra wide angle lens. That's what that's going to look like at night. And then we also have the 5x telephoto lens. Switching that up right there. And then 20x zoom. Just take it back to the main lens. Do a little bit more walking here. Let's check out the detail in the walkway here. What do you think? What do you think? Let's go to an area where it's just a little bit more lit up. Stabilization does seem pretty good though, even at night like this. Got the fountain right here. The gardens here in Palm Desert, California, El Paseo. There it is, 4K, 30 frames per second. Let's go and check out 60 frames per second. All right, switching it up to 60 frames per second, 4K. Now this ice cream place right here, they got some of the best ice cream you can get right here in Palm Desert. Very, very good. It's called the Perfect Pint. It's the perfect time to use the telephoto lens 5 times. Look at that. Ultra wide angle lens at 4K, 60 frames per second. Let's take it back to the main lens. What do you think about stabilization at 60 frames per second? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Again, 4K 60 frames per second on the rear facing cameras of the Google Pixel 8 Pro. Let me know your thoughts. Well, there you have it, a 4K video test with the Google Pixel 8 Pro. What do y'all think? Leave your thoughts down in the comment sections below. Do you think it performed well during the day or well during the night? Or what do you think about the cinematic mode, or blur mode, I should say, as well? And also let me know what you think about the microphones on the Google Pixel 8 Pro as well. Leave all your comments down in the comment sections below. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to leave a huge thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you're not missing out on any other future videos to come, because I got tons of videos coming for the Google Pixel 8 Pro right here. Can't wait to get started on those videos. But thanks so much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.